I'm Tresa Baker, and I'm from Marion, Indiana, which is about 65 miles north of Indianapolis here. I am married. I have 7 children. One is deceased, and I have 16 grandchildren. And I am also legally deaf, what they say. I have lots of good stories I could really tell. I'm associated with the American Disabilities through the Indiana Governor's Council. I was appointed by the governor 4 years ago to that seat. So I've really enjoyed it, trying to help implement some new programs and doing different situations to help people with disabilities. I also work for Congressman Dan Burton. I'm his ADA liaison. I've been there now 7 years. The early days of the ADA, I'd really like to go back to that because I can remember when I was 26 years old and I got my first hearing aids because my parents, when I was growing up, were told I needed them really bad, and they would not let me have them because that was a classification of you were mental retarded, they said. And so as years go by, I never really heard anything. And I went to work in a factory and had good insurance, and I thought I would go and get my ears checked just to see, how bad they really were. And they were pretty bad. And that's when I was 27 years old was the first time I heard the birds chirp. And so that was really fascinating to me, and it's scary at the same time, is because when I went outside and I was like, wow, what is all these noises? I've never heard them before. Well, I learned about the ADA when I read the newspaper and it became a law and it was on the TV and everything like that. A lot of people don't learn about ADA till they need it. Then that's when they start searching for it to find out where to go and what their liabilities are and what kind of help they can get and services they can get. And some of the things I don't understand, because there is a lot of things out there. It's just some people think that ADA means severe disabilities, not your mild disabilities, but that's what they look at. ADA is severe disability. So I think the impact that the ADA has had is, I think it's fabulous. I think it has helped people if you know how to approach your employer in the right way, and you're doing the things that you need to be doing, and you're doing a fantastic job, then that employer wants to say, hey, I didn't know that, so I want to do that. I want to do what I need to do. I want to accommodate you and help in any way I can. The city of Marion has a couple disability people working with them, and they're wheelchairs, so they have to make sure that they can get in and out the door without assistance and accommodate them at their desk. There's a couple agencies I've met people that were wheelchair bound, and one lady was blind, and I thought it was fantastic. They claimed that she could type tremendously, and she could. It was just fantastic that they were happy with her and everything. And I guess that's the thing that only disappoints me in the world today, is we have to prove ourselves, and we should be treated just like everybody else. And I hate that part. That's the only part I hate about it. You have to prove yourself to be able to do the job, where somebody's hired and they know they're going to do it, but you're hired for the same job, but you got to prove you can do it. You're not treated the same way as the other person that was hired to do the job, and they know they can do it without any disability help or anything like that. A lot of more work needs to be done as far as the not having to prove yourself so much, and I don't know how to do that. I've tried in many ways to implement things in my community so that you don't have to do that, but it's still, you have to prove that you can do the job with your disability. And I don't know how to to answer that question, have an answer to solve it. I wish somebody did. The employers hiring more people that have disabilities. That is the greatest accomplishment. When you can go in someplace, and not everybody looks for that, but I guess I have a tendency, because I have a disability myself, that I kind of look around and see what kind of employees they have and stuff like that. And I think it's really a great accomplishment when we're getting more and more of our people with disabilities in the workforce, showing we can do it too.